And despite of all the negative attention that the 6'3" dynamic guard has faced, from his painted nails all the way into his social media celebrity type status, he's simply been locked in on the mission to one day fulfill his lifelong dreams of entering the NBA. Now this is a player who's played with an extremely high basketball IQ ever since a kid, but also has one of, if not the most smooth and compact jump shots in the entire country. This is the Jared McCAIN story. Born on February 20th, 2004, in Sacramento, California, Jared McCAIN really looked up to his older brother Jace, who was a pretty stellar basketball player growing up. And even despite the 4-year difference between him and his brother, Jared, at just the age of 3 years old, begged his parents to let him play on the same exact team as his older brother. That led both of his parents making an agreement with him, as they told him that if he could make 3-in-a-row baskets on a 10-foot hoop, then we will put you on the team. And so after proving that he was worthy enough, he would eventually end up playing up on the team. But his first official points did come on the wrong basket. But it was like from that day on, he truly never looked back. Now McCAIN's parents were both athletes back in their day, as his mother Gina was a track star in high school and his father Lance was a standout basketball player at Midland College, and even shared a backcourt with one of the most iconic NBA dunkers of all time in Spud Webb. But as Jared came up, he would play a number of sports like football, soccer, and baseball. He even made his mind up early on that he was going to one day be a future MLB player. But things would all change, because by the time his family moved to Corona when he was in the 8th grade, his game would really start to develop. He honestly never shied away from displaying a certain type of drive and elite scoring abilities. And every single day, he would partake in a personal workout with his longtime trainer, and as time progressed, he would start to develop a picture-perfect lethal jumper. But honestly, he wasn't satisfied with that. See, he really wanted to do more and truly separate himself from the rest of all the other kids his age. His work ethic would only continue to get better, and one thing that really helped him take accountability for himself was making a vision board that had literally everything that he would go on to accomplish through early mornings and late nights of hard work. Now, prior to his freshman year, he would really start to grow into his frame. And even though he was still quite under the radar, he had a pretty impressive showing that summer as he played for Compton Magic. He would receive his very first offer from Eastern Washington, and that only charged him up to go even harder. So as a freshman, while at Colonial Centennial High School, he put up 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists to go along with 4 steals. And it was like every single game he kept expanding his arsenal. And what came with that was a confidence booster, and he was very consistent of maintaining his routine of waking up extra early and doing yoga and meditation. As a sophomore, he was able to maintain averages of 15 points to go along with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, but was also a big help in his team winning the CIF title. But that summer, this is where everything started to take off for him, because as he played AAU basketball for Russell Westbrook's team known as Team Why Not, he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, while shooting 50% from the field and 40% from 3. And just within the span of a couple weeks, he would have a plethora of offers coming in. He would even go on to lead Team Why Not to a Peach Jam championship and scored 23 points in the final game, which resulted in McCAIN winning Peach Jam MVP. Now at the same time, he would quickly start to gain a massive following on TikTok with his fun and intriguing type dances. But what came with that was a lot of people thinking that he was too soft and really wasn't serious about basketball. But he continued to play his game and dominated each of his matchups. Now as a junior, he would go on to average 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists while leading his team to a state title. At this point in time, he had no doubt solidified himself as one of the best shot creators in all of high school basketball, but also showed on a gamely basis his elite ability to play off the ball. His productive play during that season allowed him to win California Gatorade Player of the Year in 2022. Now, prior to his senior season, Jared would even accomplish becoming a gold medalist, as he played in the FIBA Under-18 America's Championship in 2022. As a senior, while standing at 6'3" and 195 pounds, he would average 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And because of that, he would go on to repeat as California Gatorade Player of the Year, which has only been done by Evan Mobley and Drew Holiday since 2000. Now, following his senior campaign, he was ranked the 10th best prospect and the 2nd best shooting guard in his class of 2023, according to ESPN. And as he had offers from schools like Gonzaga, Duke, Houston, Kansas, and Louisville, the consensus 5-star recruit would make his ultimate decision to sign a letter of intent to play college basketball at Duke University. Now, despite some analysts and many college basketball fans around the country that were kind of skeptical on not really knowing how well his game would translate into the next level, it would be a learning curve for him. On November 6, 2023, in his season debut, he would score 8 points in just 15 minutes in a win against Dartmouth. But after that, he kind of struggled. In just his second game of the season versus Arizona, he only scored 9 points in a loss, followed by him going scoreless against Michigan State on national television. When Duke lost to Georgia Tech and Arkansas, Jared struggled, only scoring 11 points in both games combined. He even decided to take a break off of social media to block out all the noise so he could focus on his craft, which in the long run worked in his favor. McCAIN would respond by hitting 3 or more three-pointers in each of his next 5 games, and even knocked down 4 three-pointers in back-to-back games. On February 17, 2024, McCAIN scored a career-high 35 points, tying Zion Williamson for the Duke freshman record in a victory over Florida State. For the season, McCAIN is averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists per contest, while shooting 47% from the field and 42% from 3. The freshman guard even went off for 30 points against James Madison in the second round of the NCAA tournament, but has also been a tremendous help in his crew making it as far as the Elite 8. But his 32 points, 6 rebounds just wasn't enough to take down North Carolina State. Jared McCAIN has proved how efficient of a player he can be as the season has progressed. And while he may not be the most explosive or athletic player in the world, his 3-level scoring ability and his willingness to play in whichever role he needs to in order for his team to win games is one of the reasons why he's a potential lottery pick in the 2024 NBA draft.
It's meant everything to me to come here for coach to believe in me, for my teammates to believe in me, especially in the beginning of the year when I felt like I couldn't get things going as a freshman. They instilled confidence in me, especially him right here.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jared McCAIN story.